This is not. All right? I will go to the government printing office. You know, I'm almost positive in the opening credits to the movie being there. Gardner, not the Secretary of Health, Education, and Welfare. You know, the TV guy. He comes out of Washington, D.C., and they want him for his knowledge of TV. You know, I know why, listen, don't. I know why I went to college. I went to college for the football and the basketball. Yes, I did. You didn't even give me the school song. You know, don't. Do you understand? I went to volunteer at the Domestic Violence Center. Henry Pacheco unloaded on me. All right, ladies? I got the domestic violence wheel. How many of those little pies did you do to me on purpose? Number one, you will only speak to Amanda Knapp. She is not the disability. There are now HIPAA laws. That's a violation. Who in your department? Why didn't you send it to the medical office building across from the Adlai Stamp Union? You know, the one that has all the dental records? Like I never used that place? This is not the one I purchased. One America in the 21st Century, the report of Bill Clinton Initiative on Race. Really, Billy boy? My copy had Hip Hop Conference College Park. Well, it doesn't matter. Rock the vote will suffice. I in New York City will believe Rock the Vote just started. Wow, look at this activity. That's great. You know, don't erase. I am 60. Don't play games. Really now? You did what to your own party? You didn't do that. You provided your own fodder. Glass ceiling. I don't need you to explain to me what I saw, what I pieced together. Go. John Lewis interviewing Hillary. You really now, Johnny boy? Oh, and in follow-up, I haven't gotten to my soap opera. I will get the other copy. 2 copies went to Texas. Copy number 1, with the cutoff marks for Adamir 1907, where each one broke. I am still employed making $11 an hour. There is a document to Social Security Disability, which you are not them. Okay? I am now requesting more hours off. Government interviews, government office, government time. Entire day. Did not say Huey Newton, social scientist. Can we agree on the definition? In operations research definitions, the Congress has definitions, but not always. But now, yes. Some of you were either born in the nation's capital. Some of you were there early on. And why should don't get me started. The nonprofit is working out. Who did I tell this was going to happen? Elliot Sorrell. He is the only person Dr. Elliot Sorrell of George Washington University, multicultural specialist who does not want to list PIW on his LinkedIn page. Wonder why? Don't try to scare me, boys. I learned how to drive in your state. My father's a truck driver. There is no makeup. Oh, I know today. There could be. In the straightest face, I will watch like an Academy show. This, it. Or as my friend says, what does he say? LBGTQ alphabet soup. Even a gay man, alphabet soup. This thing has a beard, but my aunt, she too had a beard. Don't laugh, it can happen. It's the truth, full, if she doesn't, each day. Don't. That would not be nice. This thing in a dress says to the person, now you do understand. Oops. When I took speech from the Asian, and I know you all saw that accent, and you said, oh, it's nothing. She's learning speech from some woman who can barely speak. I know. There was no videotaping of the person from the chair to the platform. You know, I'm not even going there, nor do I care. I think I'm working at McDonald's and some foreign lady, as Dave said when I said about Denny's and fish, you went to Denny's. She wants it's not Starbucks or it's McDonald's. The Portuguese don't even want to acknowledge when the McDonald's first opened, it's their people on the plaque for customer service. Don't. Oops, I did it again. What do we mean by dialogue? A dialogue is a forum that draws participants from as many parts of the community as possible to exchange information face to face. Now, do I have a problem with what they're going to say about this? No, I don't. Truthfully. Truman, there is no, in the time of the 50s, I'm sure it was, not in 1984. Eisenhower goals at Howard, not in 84. To fulfill these rights, which would have been a good place to start, A. Philip, not. So anything, it sticks. You should have transferred me to Coppin. It sticks. You cost me ground floor, all caught up, PageMaker and intro to IBM, website to go. Don't. And don't ever tell me what voice I should have when you destroyed my voice. When I had to have a camera up my nose. In a different voice? Oh my God. You published 2 books during my time period. Do not temper the pen of the keyboard. At my time, I don't have kids. Whatever happens, that's your lack of activity. Don't make me go get the book Citizen Participation from like the 60s. They made a fool of you, not me. And you wrote checks, not me. I wrote one, and I am not reading a speech. Do you see notes? Did I take a paycheck from the Republican National Committee? Is there a beautiful ID card and a red sweater with, oh, that beautiful aqua? Those eyes were rocking and the hair was curly. That was great. But not for me. You put these things on my head and this, and they're rolling in. The phone calls. I can't do this. Then there's a problem. She can't hear me and I can't read this script. Do I need a script now, Mr. Reagan? Ronald Reagan is in trouble. He needs your help. I know you do, Ronnie. How did that happen? Well, first of all, Meese, who did not respond to my letter. Ronnie, I'm trying from beyond the grave. Nobody wants to help you, Ronnie. And Baker, I think's alive too. I hope that wasn't his daughter on the 3rd floor with the butterfly tattoo on his shoulder blade. Their personal stories and experiences honestly express perspectives. This is not women's history shift to the center, or is it? Women's studies, Sandra Patton? You cannot put never again. Number one, ladies, the phone and the utilities need to be in your name as a roommate. You need to establish your credit. When did Miss Kurtzopoulos, Spring Hill Lake? What was that, 8525 Edmonston Road? Utilities in my name. Do not tell me about me. When you did adjust now, end. My credit rating is mine, not spousal. Every bit of it, and every bit of it that you, Habrowski, brought down the tubes. Your Chevy Chase Bank, are you going to be a mediator? Do you have a relationship? No, we don't. You should have said you put the colleges on your credit card. That is a relationship. Do not, never in my life does this story ever get changed. Independent historian. Where did you get that from? A webinar. This lady from, I think she was State Department, some foreign country. Oh, it came to the point that I can't run to my apartment fast enough. You don't bother me. I think that the first archive outside of the college park for $10, the little Russian document, was the Bill Clinton archives. And yes, I do have the emails. You know, looks exactly like that train station to bring the workers to General Motors. Your Margelina Carr's history. Women's studies, Civil War to the present. I did not need that class. No, I didn't. And I thank Ashford for taking that from UMBC. And the human behavior. And that other one. It's been my experience that when you go to write about somebody, they be dead for a very long time. I did not credit anybody. I gave the food program to Lyndon Johnson. It's his. You look up Margelina Carr's. This Civil War plantation person, how many centuries was he dead before you published that? You don't own my mouth, my knowledge, my books that I bought. Less government. The frame thesis, the young man is in college, in the 40s. Have you brought dictatorial people to my country? And now you're just watching? You're a piss rod. One America Conversations. So do you think that this facilitated Obama's use of social media efforts to gain grassroots dollars in little increments? Did I attend that American Historical Association conference? Is social media one of my choices? Religions in Harlem, one of my choices? I will teach you how to do American history, trust me. And as I said, why would I not say it? I'm a Republican. One America Conversations, Appendix D. One America Conversations were a grassroots outreach effort to engage Americans in the presidential's national dialogue on race. 175 conversations were organized by federal officials and advisory board members. And did local cable cover it? I had lots of Spiro Agnew County executive press releases. Federal officials, advisory board members, community leaders, individuals, how they could become involved in the president's initiative hosted over 1,200. Oh, please. Which group is going to tell me I don't know which words I'm using? Spina bifida? You know, do not ever in life, all right? What are you going to say about this woman? Really? Did I get the medical transportation because I'm such a volatile? Did I? No, I did not, ever. Dig your holes deeper. I am not medical transport. I'm wear heavier socks. It can get cold at the bus stop. Intensive therapeutic outpatient. 2 buses. The 13 to the 40, straight through Westchester Community College. But I'm so high up I can see the Lady Bird Johnson Garden. My friend Lady Bird, of which one of those papers I was I have 50 pages on her highway plans. The wildflowers, I didn't go that way. Sorry, Lady Bird, but thanks for the garden. Small groups of friends, neighbors, coworkers talk about race. So you want to explain how this has become a problem? It's that crazy girl. This Chinese reception lady from systems administration, my former customer, I will give that guy to David Bennett to feed his wife. Rough side, smooth side, die cut, gray. She's now calling me the crazy lady. In total, based on the information reported, 18,000 people in 36 states, 113 cities, and the District of Columbia. Oh, I wouldn't see that. 1,400 dialogues. The states and the cities are listed below. Maryland, Chevy Chase, Baltimore, Emmitsburg, Hyattsville, Largo. Human Relations Largo. How you doing, Mrs. Gregory? You did a great job. Fulton and Silver Spring. You're going to teach me what? Two major this state museums granted me an interview. 2. You are not my editor. I will walk into the Museum of Women when it first opened after I get off from work at New York Avenue Kinko's next to the White House. Your Mary Cassatt exhibit, you're going to be a writer. Nobody has said that to me since Kathy D'Annunzio, rest in peace. No, I don't write. And no, I don't know grammar. That's for the editor. I don't want an editor, and I've already written. It's all published on LinkedIn. That is the legitimate form of communication for scholars. Other advisory board events. Congressional Black Caucus, July 14th, 1997. Race Relations and American Public Education Systems, Washington, D.C. September 1997. There are complaints being written. Hispanic Asian American Leaders Meeting, Washington, D.C., October 97. Congressional Hispanic Caucus, 97. What about you, America Rodriguez? How many other students contacted you in relation? Shake it. Really now? I'm so afraid. What more could you possibly do to me at 60? You left me without a bus. And no, oh, don't, I can still walk. The Asian Pacific American Women's Leadership Institute, Washington, D.C. I think that's the poo girl. Oh, don't. She will stop the car. You'll only be a fringe member, Sophia. Oh, don't. You're a squat-ass Filipino. And I just learned Rockefeller owns you people too. Oh my God. How many doesn't he own? Why can't you just put them all at once? It would be a lot better. Truthfully. 97 November, and I'm only doing DC. Consortium on Financing Higher Education. America's Black Forum syndicated TV program, November 97, Washington, D.C. Association of American Colleges and Universities, 98, Washington, D.C. White House Women's Office, 98, Washington, D.C. President's Commission on Science and Technology, Washington, D.C., January 98. Well, that should say that my Office for Technological Assessment is kapute. The Reshaping of Metropolitan America is the last document. Infrastructure, fiber optics. Can this be done? Sure. Marion did it in 93. Children's Defense Fund, Baltimore City, test site. That should say that, shouldn't it? No. Yeah. Oh, I was ready for transfer. You don't. Oh, I'm shaking. U.S. Conference of Mayors, 98, Washington, D.C. You see, what I'm going to do is that letterhead, the Montgomery County. Silver Springs is in Montgomery County. I'm going to see how many of them. So after 40 years, you still don't got it. Very interesting. Equal Employment Advisory Council. That's Eleanor's first job after she leaves Mayor Lindsay. Status of women, legitimizing all of those groups, misinformation on the history of housekeeping and Social Security. She goes back home to D.C. Eleanor Norton Holmes. Wanda will turn 50. True or false, who knows? Representative Eleanor Norton Holmes was unable to attend Wanda's 50th. She sends her regards. Whatever. Wanda has an identity crisis at 50. She wants to join and become an alpha. Pink and green. My job there was finger foods. Garlic and butter on bread. Elliot. I'm going to start a foundation, Young Adults for the Future of All Americans. Drop all Americans. Well, I'm old now. Decision makers. I don't have the money to copyright it right now. You can copyright it. I don't care. I'll find a foreign language. I will make up letters. Decision makers. Leadership Conference on Civil Rights, Washington, D.C. Listen, I will order the hate crimes book. It's fresh off the press. 98. Read the whole thing. No, no, no. No one did anything to you. That's interesting. Ooh, I'm shaking. I read very well, do you know that? You better make sure none of those laws are rewritten so you won't understand it. Yeah, I'm not going through the whole thing. They signed on. We can go back to my Mickey Mouse songbook. That is the same 5th grade book fair. My Declaration of Independence, it had a carrot. I didn't see a carrot in 1776. Was there a carrot? You know the carrot? My copy had a carrot. This book, oh, there's multiple editions. This is... He was never kind to children on the Star magazine, but this one, of the founders, this is not my copy. I wanted mine. Hubby. They came from all over. We can do personality journalism. Peterson's bibliography. I can safely tell you that I do not recall in any of my readings or the Diamondback. What presses were there in South Africa? The United States of America had presses. African American presses. I don't recall an African American press. And when the Obamas went to Africa on a rock, was there a press? An African American press? Literature and popular culture and society. Now, there were, because that's new journalism, that is the Baltimore Sun to College Park new journalism. The Washington Post will publish a peer-reviewed article on new journalism. It's 5 pages, maybe 6 of my book. Historically, new journalism is an English African thing, and I can safely tell you it is not an African American press. It appears my fielded stream, because I go to the bookstore, it has been purchased by 2 country music people. It is not the same, it's wider. It fulfills the character of new journalism. Understanding celebrity. New journalism, oh no, personality. Star Magazine, Tarrytown, New York. The Security Exchange Commission. Do you know that the National Enquirer copyrighted the magazine rack? What part of American history are you assholes going to allow? Not even the rack of the National Enquirer? I worked in a supermarket. The covers of magazines get pulled to get paid. The Pepsi guy, Puerto Rican, is very happy he knocked off Coke. Pepsi is in Harrison. FBI, Deloach will leave J. Edgar Hoover and become vice president of Pepsi. The NAACP will write a letter to him. Congratulations on your move to Pepsi. I will watch that Pepsi on that side to get to the expressway of Baltimore. Is that not all the faded Pepsi? Get a new sign. I am afraid of no one. Why should I be? What am I doing? Nothing. Have I publicized this? No. No comments? No this, no this. I did not go to my previous Adaman subscribers. There should be no problem here. But there appears to be, because things that don't go wrong are going wrong. You do not mess with people's bank. And one bank, You're in trouble with the Department of Justice every month. And you're going to tell me I am reading this document. You want to stop with your chit-chat? Did he do what he said he was going to do? Did you mail the ATM card? No, you did not. You inconvenienced a disabled person, an old disabled person. If you think I'm going to take a cab where I once could walk to give somebody a $6 tip because all I have is quarters, oh, it's going to start. Understanding celebrity. The economy of celebrity. Well, they kind of went on strike. They want global payment for AI. The manufacturing of celebrity. Was television rated? Celebrity, the tabloid, and the democratic public sphere. Did I purchase the Star magazine copy from the War Room? I see no wrong here. I don't have a cut of this. Don't want one. I'm having a lot of fun. I am not Napoleon on the island of Elba. Or Alba. The cultural function of celebrity, consuming celebrity, a little less. Do you understand? We started with Mary Hart, Entertainment Tonight. Casey Kasem on Saturday, The Countdown on TV. Cooking shows, PBS Sunday. Introduced Lydia. That was nice. Now there's the cooking channel. There's 17 million channels. We vertically and horizontally marketed Dr. Scarsdale's diet. There they go. Those bean sprouts, all brown. He throws them down. Oh, that was gross. Now the diets, that's between the Star magazine and the National Enquirer. There is nothing. There was seasonal fruit. Who remembers when the star fruit came out? Or the pineapple, you core it yourself. Just grow up. Don't want to hear your conversations. I am union contract April 19th. Every job I try to do on my grandmother's birthday. The contract next is time and a half. I understand who owns supermarkets in New York City, and I don't know how he paid his people. Double time. Holidays, Sundays, birthdays. Next contract, time and a half. I gave up what I knew and took $4. Consuming celebrity conclusions post September 11th. I don't see the rating of television. Graham Turner, Critical Studies, Queensland. You silenced anybody with a brain on purpose. Oh, please, this Michael Steele is disgusting. Truthfully disgusting. The power of the news. I am now looking for a South African press. Spanish-American War. Oh, that Italian bus driver, he was so excited. He dropped me off at Pace University Law Library. I am a student at UMBC. I have interviewed the vet setter and Vietnam veteran because they don't discuss veterans. I'm already in trouble. FFFF. I need him to use a New York lawyer. That didn't work either. And furthermore, I returned the tape from the oral history. I will go back just to chat. And that Jamaican, you aren't getting near him. Bye. he can't talk to you ever again. He survived Vietnam, being burned, Texas burn unit, Rockland County, bus to college to lead that vet center. And she is, woo, she is there. I didn't even walk in the door. Social movements, sound bites, sources, Spanish American. Anyway, this book, Veterans War Pay. Each body part has a designated price. Just telling you. Oh, the Italian, you're going to get somewhere with that. He was happy. Sure was. Let me look under Africa. Biru Agnew. Advertising. Now, with advertising, we did go to LBJ, and he did. As vice president, LBJ will come back from, I think, Asia, from an advertising conference. Advertising. Well, now I have a few Africa, and I believe it was before Nixon. Yeah, I don't recall them listing any African press. Well, it can be found eventually. Oh, I know. The Africa Clinton Foundation. You should have that, don't you think? Broadcasting and Democracy in France. Oh, because of my friend George Quester. He might have been in charge of the entire government in politics. International politics of television. So, like, some countries do not want your airwaves. No German in France. I don't know about Canada. Michigan can cross over. Broadcasting and Democracy in France, the study of French broadcasting together with its companion volume, Broadcasting and Democracy in West Germany. Now, isn't that funny? Tarrytown, North Tarrytown, Nelson Rockefeller, Pecanico Hills, K through 8. In Tarrytown, they will say when they want to make 7 and 8 at Sleepy Hollow, no. Well, when I come back, it is. And I'm only interested in Tarrytown, North Tarrytown, a Rockefeller, and my first conference. The Reunification of Germany, Healthcare Implications, College Park, Maryland. Sticks and stones may break my bones, your words. 1967. In 1905, Joseph Rowntree made the remark that the best way of influencing public opinion. Is that my defense? The public opinion of Thomas Jefferson? It's Publick. A little less, the leg is my friend DuPont. The nylon, no more silk of France required. Technology. That is his outside the DuPont. It's the big leg. So this kid licked the pole. You lick that pole, your tongue is stuck. Have they thrown in the leg of DuPont? The science and technology behind that? The nylon? Not even that. Well, anyway, back to this Lincoln. Because now people practice all the time, the speech class and this. This lady didn't laugh at all. Now, my first conference, and I'm assuming that person that said in the EEOC report, of which I did not influence anybody, but that could be the person I should have let that lady yell at her and just not come out of that break room until it was all settled. It can only be her. Because we went to that conference and I opened the first door and they're running around like idiots. Like musical chairs. And I opened the second door and I turned to her and oh, these are our people. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called an icebreaker. And then you find a seat. You assign seats. Why are we doing that? And then I'm to trust you and fall backwards. Don't. That was not the one with the fish called Wanda, of which I hate those people. And Jamie Lee Curtis Wanda. Honey, we lost it all. That's basketball. And I'm sure it was that guy. I forget his name. We lost it all and we have to start all over. So this public opinion, it works perfectly for me. With my cultural indicators in Gerbner where we started. There's an Adam man on that. And that screen will be cut. That boy will go to prison. And that boy lived in that building. That ladder came from that neighbor's house. Nobody heard anything, right? I will spend over $800 on an ugly, they're huge, security so my insurance doesn't go up. Mr. Beck and Wheatley. And he better not be Beck of Baltimore Dental School. School Board, Terrytown. Beck. My mother is put under protective custody. She will call the police. I'm at the New York Public Library. I know what's by that window. The Free Negro of Maryland by Brackett. Your ethno-violence study. While in Britain, the Annan Commission is reviewing the broadcasting arrangements, it seemed to the authors and myself that there were some very interesting new developments. Now, did my friend at the Studs Turkle, did I get the history of the BBC and I leave it there? Bye. But do not, do you understand? You started something that you cannot, oh, I did this and I'm taking it all back. You've indoctrinated. We will be fair and say 2007. Your P. Diddy, he replicated Get Him to the Greek, the movie that he was in. There is no word